Let me say that since we've been together, oh, loving you forever is what I need. And let me be the one you come running to. Loving you weather, loving you weather, woo! I'm a fool, happy, sad. I'm so in love with you.
My next guest is back in Australia by popular demand, the legendary Cookie Tina Watkins. She's back with a sensational show from New York, simply called Tina. It's been said of Cookie, she's the closest thing to the real thing, Tina Turner. Cookie Watkins, welcome to the show today.
Well, hello there. How are you?
I'm doing well. How are you today?
I'm all right. Getting ready to go rock it out at the DY tonight.
Oh, you're at DY in Sydney, are you?
Yes.
That's a great venue.
Yes, it is. They really know how to have a good time over there, I'll tell you. Ooh,
You'll be rocking. You're on stage for a hell of a long time now, aren't you?
Oh, God, yes. You mean on just in general or years?
No. I mean in general, with this show, it's about an hour and a half, isn't it?
2 hours.
Yes.
Yeah.
How do you keep it up?
Oh, good old coffee. No. You know what it is? It's what I do. It's what I've done for so many years. And, that's just what I do. And it's like part of me to just get on stage and do what I do. And the longer I'm on stage, the more energy I get.
Cookie, you were endorsed, of course, by Tina Turner herself.
Yes.
She said some wonderful things about you. Tell us about them.
Well, she just said that, when I met her many, many, many years ago, before she even did What's Love Got to Do with It. I was doing songs. Actually, I had a band in the Village in New York, and songwriters sorted me out because they thought that I reminded them of her. And I sang about 3 or 4 demo songs from different songwriters. And when she got to hear the material, she said, this voice this is the same voice. And, you kind of figure out, it's like, can 4 people sound just that much alike? You know what I mean? So when they realized it was just my voice doing all the songs from different people, she wanted to meet me. And when she did, she met me and said, oh, my God, you don't just sound like me. You look like me, too. And even her family, when I saw them later in the years in Vegas, they were just kind of amazed that they thought that I was somewhere or another a distant cousin.
That's wonderful, isn't it?
I said, no, I'm not.
Not related. Well, but before all of that happened to you, of course, there was a situation with Duke Ellington. Tell us how that came about when you were 14.
Yes, well, my brother sang with Duke Ellington, and he was 19 years old, and the lady heard him sing and went to taped it, and went back to Ellington and said, listen to this kid's voice, and bam, the next 2 weeks he was in New York singing for Duke Ellington and was hired by him. So he did about a good 15-year run with Ellington Orchestra, and when I was about 12, my mother would send me, I was like, he babysitted me on the road, sort of speak, because I liked music. She figured that would help me to be around all that music, and then my brother would just pull me out on stage at the end of the show and gave me the mic, and I just took over. So they thought I was a midget that, could sing. And they started using me on some of the sacred concerts in the last couple of years of Ellington's life. And then I went to school in New York, studied music, and when they told me, but I wanted to learn classical. I loved classical music,
right.
And that's where my studies was in. And when I was told that, oh, my goodness, honey, you'll have to wait until you're probably in your 40s to get a role, I said, oh, no, I can't wait that long. So I started auditioning, for theaters, for bands, for everything. And that's pretty much the whole story, that I just kept going at it.
Well, you've missed out something in there that I was reading, and Duke gave you a coming out party at Rockefeller Centre.
Yes, my 18th
when you're
birthday
18.
party.
Yeah, congratulations on that.
And you know who sang and me being, 18, I'm a lot hipper than the era of Duke Ellington.
Yes.
Tony Bennett sang Happy Birthday to me.
Oh, Tony Bennett.
Yes, and
Wonderful.
I'm going, who is he?
Wonderful, absolutely
See, that
wonderful.
just goes to show you, when you're younger, you don't know some of the greats until, they're gone, or you grow up and say, oh my God, that's who that was.
That's who it was, yes.
Yeah.
Well, I think Duke referred to you in his book as being music is my mistress.
Music is my mistress, yes. You see the paragraph in there about the little sister. That was me.
That was you, yeah.
Yes.
Well, of course,
indeed.
at that point, like you were telling me, your career path really took off, and you then performed in Hair, Sweet Charity.
Hair,
Sweet Charity is one of my favourites.
Sweet Charity, Road Company, and then I did a show that really was the beginnings of my Tina era, and that was a show called Beehive.
Beehive, yes.
And I portrayed Tina Turner, Patti LaBelle, and Aretha Franklin. But my Tina Turner I was told, was so spot on that I received an award for it. And I did the show for about 10 years off and on. And then the show went to Las Vegas. And that's where I kind of embarked on the tribute market, because I had no idea people did tributes to artists and did full-out concerts. And then I got associated with a company called Legends in Concert, which had Elvis, Prince, Madonna. They had all these people, Rod Stewart. And I'm watching this saying, are they serious? And then they asked me to come and be their Tina Turner. And I did that. I've been working off and on with those guys for now the last 20 years.
Cookie, who's been your greatest influences over the years?
Oh, God, I can't really pinpoint anybody. My brother, first of all, but just anybody that really sparked my jellies, when I would see perform and just, I used to love going to see bands like Santana, I love Hall & Oates. I like a lot of male acts, isn't that? But very strange. But I just like the whole. The whole band thing.
Because you were very influenced by rhythm and blues, weren't you?
Rhythm and blues, but rock and roll.
Rock and roll.
I was a big rock and roll fan. Oh yeah, I used to. The guys, all the rockers used to test me out, and say, "Do you know this song?" And I would tell them. They look at me like, "Oh my goodness."
Yeah.
Plus I've sang on a lot of rock artists' albums.
You mentioned earlier about classical training. Were you training to do opera?
Yes, I was. I was trained in classical music and piano. I used to play, all kind of concertos and all kind of,
Beautiful.
Things. Yeah. I don't play now anymore, but
you wouldn't have any time.
Pardon me?
You wouldn't have time.
Yes, I do. I could make time. Hour a day would be good.
Oh, okay. Get a little grand piano up there in your room and just go and practice.
Oh, yeah.
Eh?
Oh, yeah.
Tina Turner, come on, play for us.
Yeah.
Now, you're going to be doing a lot of shows around Australia. You're currently doing those.
Yes, I'm going to be here actually till September. My last show is September the 9th.
And what happens after that?
I head back to Las Vegas.
Back to Las Vegas.
Yes.
Were you ever influenced at all or did any recording with Motown?
No, but I did have a still have a great relationship with Mary Wilson, because she did a company of the show Beehive with me, and we became like sisters from another mother. We used to run around and stuff, and it was like, you watched them on, I used to tell her, I watched you on Ed Sullivan when I was a little girl.
Yeah.
And she said, stop saying that, I'm not that old. But we became friends, and we still are. And stuff. We hit each other up on Facebook at it, And she also lives in Las Vegas.
What about Diana Ross?
Diana Ross, let me tell you, I met Diana Ross once in the studio, and we were, I was in one studio recording, and she was in another one. And we both ended up coming out into the hallway around the same time and started having a conversation. Before I know it, we started playing ping pong on they had a pinball machine.
Go on.
And we started playing and talking about music. And when I let her know just my background and stuff, she was fascinated by me, because that I had been in the company of Duke Ellington, Sarah Vaughan, Ella Fitzgerald, Pearl Bailey, and I met like all of these people when I was like 14 years old.
Yeah, isn't that wonderful? You'll never forget those things.
You never forget that.
No, you don't.
Not that especially now.
Cookie,
Now.
how many songs in Tina that you do?
I do about 18 songs.
Gee, that's a huge program.
Oh, I could do more. I could do 20 if I had to, but, I do the best that I can do that the Australian people know, the hits that they know.
You got a favourite one of Tina Turner's? You got a favourite?
Do I have a favorite? Not really. Not really. All of them are good to me.
All good songs.
Yeah, they're all good songs. I chose with Del Jenner. We put together a really nice show. And I have the dancers and Miss Chrissy Thomas on background, and it's just really, it's a really good production of Tina. If you never got to see Tina Turner, you come and see me. That's what I tell people.
Yeah, look forward to this very, very much.
Yes.
Now, you're coming into Melbourne down here on the 8th of September, just a couple of weeks away, at the Village Green Hotel, a great venue. You'll like it there very, very much at Mulgrave.
Okay.
So that's the 8th of September at the Village Green Hotel, Mulgrave. The bookings are 9560-8400. That's 9560-8400. Tina, I'll call you Tina now.
No, that's all right. People can do that all the time, especially after the show. I hear them here, Tina, Cookie, Tina.
Now, Miss Tina, there's no interval, I take it.
Pardon me?
There's no interval in this. You go straight through.
No, sometimes I do a full 90 minutes.
Wow.
And oh, God, that's nothing. I do 90 minutes, and then sometimes the venue might want to take a break so they can, get people to, so the people can take a break, because a lot of them, they get up immediately, and they never sit down.
Well, they go and get a few drinks and things like that, too.
Oh, yeah. It's a party. It's a party.
That's what it's about, isn't it?
Yes,
I can't wait to see you. Yes, you're down here in Melbourne again, the Village Green Hotel, Mulgrave, Friday the 8th of September. Bookings 9560-8400. Cookie, do you do other things as well as Tina? What else is coming up for you?
Well, no, I would like one day maybe to go back and do something on Broadway.
Right.
But basically, the Tina thing has taken up so much of my time. I mean, I'll go home and get a call maybe at 9 o'clock at night, and somebody wants to know, can you come to Sweden? We have we want an event, and we really would like for you to perform. So, I mean, and it also helps that Tina's repertoire has the song Simply the Best, because people, I've done so many Simply the Best jobs. Well, I just show up and sing Simply the Best.
Oh, it's a beautiful song.
Because it's a great song. It's an inspirational song, and corporations like to award sometimes their employees by letting them know that they are just simply the best. And here I come.
Cookie, when you finish the show, it's 90 minutes, and it's a full-on. I've seen some of this on YouTube, and the energy you've got is just fantastic. How do you relax after that?
I don't.
You don't?
I don't. It takes a minute sometimes to relax and go to sleep when I get back to my place. And so, well, normally we sit around and talk, and I talk to people, take pictures with people and stuff. So that that wears me down sometimes.
Yeah, of course. Of course. Well, we wish you well for this one. It's coming up on the 8th of September. Been a delight, Cookie, to talk to you today.
Well, it's been a delight to talk to you. Are you going to make the show?
Yes.
Well, wonderful.
And I'll say hello to you.
All right. Okay.
Look forward to that very, very much. You take care, my friend. All the best in Australia.
All right, dear. Thank you so much.
All right. Ta-da.
Bye-bye.
All right, very good. We're going to have a good time tonight. I want you to get up and do a little dancing with me if you want to. Yeah? But right now,